YouTube, it's your boy Wizard coming back at you with another build video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and liked the last one. Today we're coming at you with another survivalist build. I'm calling this one the Surgical Defender. No. The Surgical Aggressor. That sounds better. Surgical Aggressor. Just rolls off the tongue. But today we're coming at you with a SMG survivalist build. And now the reason it's a survivalist build and not a demolitionist build is because one, I'm a survivalist main. You could also do this with a demolitionist build. It would probably, and I'll probably experiment with the demolitionist later on down the road. But with me being a survivalist main, I had to try this build with being a survivalist without the extra SMG damage. So let's get into the build. So get into the build, like I said, just like in the last video, I'm gonna go over everything personally, getting everything exactly like why I did it, pros and cons, the reasons for it, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys like the video. So let's get started. So starting off, we're gonna look at this vector. We got a vector SBR 9mm. We're running the talents we're running on it are killer, distance, and rooted. Now, I had to roll killer onto this vector in order to have a damage talent that I could actually use that was activated. So, because I really would have preferred to have a leg grow instead of distance, but I mean, beggars can't be choosers. It's really hard out here farming. So, getting into killer, killing an enemy with a critical hit grants plus 50 crit hit chance for 5 seconds. Distance is plus 15% optimal range, and then you have rooted, which is while equipped and in cover. All skill damage and healing is increased by plus 25 for 10 seconds. Buff is lost when exiting cover can occur once every 25 seconds. So rooted really isn't that bad when it comes to trying to get your heals back while you're popping heals. A little bit stronger heal while you're hitting in cover. Distance isn't really something you need on a sub. I mean, it's okay. It's not really, you know, ideal, but you got to work with what you have. And then killer, I kind of like killer. I feel like it works really well, especially if you can turn on somebody really fast, like you can get a kill and flick to another person. Killer is really good, and you'll see that people just get absolutely demolished. So getting into the mods on the vector, we're looking at a 9mm suppressor, plus 20 accuracy, minus 15 optimal range. Like I said, optimal range really isn't that big of a deal on a sub because you're majority of the time you're fighting up close, so it's not that important. Then we're moving over to the laser pointer. Gotta have that 10% crit chance. Gotta have crit chance. You want to see orange numbers. We rocking orange out here. You want to see orange numbers. So moving into the mag, we got an extended mag, plus 10 rounds, minus 5 crit hit chance, which is why I have the laser pointer to add back to the crit chance I lost, plus another 5. And then looking at the scope, we have a reflex sight that I also used on my AR in the last video, which is plus 10 crit hit damage, minus 15 accuracy. Now moving on to the P416, which I love ARs, and the reason I kept an AR in this build is for the long range fights. So if I can't get up close to somebody where I'm kind of pinned, I can still do a lot of damage from a distance. So getting into this P416, we're looking at Ranger, Extra, and Transmission. Ranger is every 5 meters you're away from the target grants plus 2 weapon damage. Extra is 20% magazine capacity. And transmission is while holstered, shock applied to the agent transfers to an enemy within 10 meters can occur once every 6 seconds. Transmission is, if we're being honest, is pretty useless in PvP. Um, it was just the third talent I had on the gun. Really, not much I could do about it. P416s for some reason are super rare to find. Extra, uh, extra is not bad to have. And when you see how I use the gun in the video, you'll see why extra is really helpful. Because of Berserk. And then getting in the Ranger, Ranger kind of acts like prepared from Division One. So if any of my Div One vets are out there, you know how really good prepared was if you had an AR from a distance. This is pretty much prepared, just worded differently, but it still acts the same. So it works really well. Now getting into the gear, we're looking at one piece Salkov, the Salkov mask for the SMG damage. The attributes are crit hit chance, health on kill, and cooldown reduction. Health on kill is gonna play a part in this build as well, so I want you guys to pay attention to that. And then for the talent we have self adjusting, 20% armor regeneration. Gotta get that armor back fast, especially when you're a survivalist. That really comes in key. Then we have one piece finish for the chest piece. Like I said, Berserk on a chest piece is a must-have. No matter what build you have, any type of damage output build you make, you need to have Berserk. You want to have Berserk. You need to do whatever you can do to get Berserk. It's a must-have, regardless of what. But I did one piece finish for the assault rifle damage. The attributes are plus 7,000 bonus armor, plus 6.5 headshot damage, plus 13.5 crit hit damage. Then the talents are Berserk, plus 10 weapon damage for every 10% of max armor depleted. Requires a shotgun, SMG, or an assault rifle. Vital is health increased by 20%. As you all know, you lose that armor bar, your health is pretty much nothing. So Vital helps out a little bit with when you don't have that armor bar. It gives you a little bit of a oomph, but not really anything significant. But it's something there to give you a peace of mind. Then getting into the mod, I have a mod on. I have an offensive system mod, dexterity, which gives me 1.5 weapon damage, zero point 0.5 critical range, and 5.5 optimal range. Not zero point 0.5, but 5% optimal range. Now getting into the holster. Love this holster. This is probably the best holster I've gotten all game. We have a Wyvern holster, looking at 7% crit hit damage, 15% drone skill power, and 10% crit hit chance. Um, Attributes are 21.5 crit hit damage. That's a lot of crit hit damage. That's probably the most I've ever seen on the holster so far in the Division 2. And then the talent is surgical, plus 8% crit hit chance. Surgical is a must-have as well on any damage build because crit chance maxes out at 60, so you want to try to get as close as you can to 60, or if you can get 60, get 60. Um, then we have the knee pads. Looking at another same set. Wyvern. Attributes is 5.5 crit hit chance. The talent is restorative, 10% health on kill. Like I said when I was saying earlier, pay attention to that health on kill. Health on kill is really useful. If anybody who ever ran Nomad back in Division 1, you know how really useful health on kill was. You got to kill. You might have been black bar. You get that melee. Your health bumps up a little bit. That helps you survive in that fight. Now imagine getting health on kill plus the berserk talent. That's just a combination for clutch. That's just a combination for clutch right there. So that's why I did that. In the mod slot, we have an offensive protocol precision mod, 1.5 weapon damage, 3% optimal range, 2.5 headshot damage. Um, Moving on to the gloves, we have the Diamondback gloves for total armor. This helps out with being a little bit more beefy. You know what I'm saying? Coming through, especially when you're super aggressive like I am. You want to have a little bit of extra buff to you. So I would definitely recommend going with the Diamondback gloves for a one piece. With the attributes, we have plus 2,000 health, plus 2.5 crit hit chance, and then the talent is critical, which is plus 8% crit hit damage. Gotta have that real handy. We have a utility protocol respiratory mod. Gives you 202 skill power, 2% grenade damage, and 2.5 headshot kill XP. I really didn't have a better mod to put here, so I just kind of threw this mod in there. That's why it's there. There's really no specific meaning to it. And then getting into the backpack, we're looking at another piece of Wyvern to fill out the three-piece Wyvern set. Um, we got 5.5 crit hit damage, plus 13,000 bonus armor, and 2.5 weapon damage. I don't have on the ropes activated, and with this build, I probably never will because you have to have 7 more electronics, and I'll be having to give up firearms for that. So on the ropes, as helpful as it would be, it's not gonna be activated on this build. I'd probably roll it off for something better if I could. And then destructive is 20% explosive damage. That's kind of a killer's choice, just depending on how you like to play. You can roll that off for something better, like self-adjusting, restorative, whatever fits your choice. I just left this on here because you never know. Division's kind of weird, so you never know when you might need it. Now getting into the stats, we're looking at with the weapons, we're looking at on the vector, we're looking at 6,000 weapon damage, 50.55 50.5% crit hit chance. I can't talk tonight. My bad, guys. 50.5 crit hit chance, 91% crit hit damage, 59% headshot damage, range of 15. I'm thinking that's 15 meters. 1.9 reload time, and yeah, as you can see, that's a lot of crit hit chance. That's all. That's way more crit hit chance than Div 1. And it caps out at 60. So you're seeing nothing but orange numbers, chat. I mean, nothing but orange numbers. Then moving to the P416, we got 14,000 weapon damage, 30% crit hit chance, 101 crit hit damage, 64% headshot damage, a range of 31 meters, 2.7 reload time. That's a really big mag. So you're running over 30. You're running over 73 bullets. So 2 seconds, it sounds about right. So then I'll get into the skills. I almost left out the skills. How could I? I upgraded, and I say upgrade lightly, but I upgraded from the defender drone to the shield. And I feel like the shield suits the aggressive playstyle a little bit more than the defender drone. And the reason I say that is playing with the defender drone, when you're being aggressive, you can outrun the defender drone. Your character actually outruns the defender drone, which turns it to slight of a problem because it leaves you without protection for a good little bit until the drone catches up to you. So I went with the ballistic shield, which also procs berserk, if you can believe that. So imagine having a full armor bar and still having berserk activated. So definitely, if you guys like this build, look into the shield with berserk. It's insane. And then we have the chem launcher again, one of the most consistent instant heals in the game. And that's the build, guys. So leave a like, sub if you're new. Hope you guys liked the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
I got a pack, hit him and do it again. I'm fucking a friend. I got bands when I'm flying to friends. Drinking till a nigga land. You got a man, know what I do to your mans. No, I ain't shooting the hands. Took an L, I took one again. Crash a Rari, so I hop so ooh. It's crazy how they watch a young nigga go move. It's crazy, worry about yourself, nigga, make a move. You steady watching all the winning niggas, you gon' lose. I don't gotta prove. You steady watching all the winning niggas, you gon' lose. I don't never lose. Flying my mother to Japan, flying my dad to Japan. We in the bands, we gon' link up with the fam. Yeah, I'm talking NBM. Yeah, buddy, I don't never lie. The chopper make a nigga dance. Versatile freelance. Fuck any bitch, nigga depends. Only with the shits if you a 10. Picking any bitch, yeah, I'm a man. If you want a feature, give me a grand. Dripping my body, I'm cool like a fan. I cannot lose. I was up grinding, they snooze. Fuck all the fighting, be cool. Fuck all the dying, keep tools. I got a pack, hit him and do it again. I'm fucking a friend. I got bands when I'm flying to friends. Drinking till a nigga land. You got a man, know what I do to your mans. No, I ain't shooting the hands. Took an L, I took one again. Crash a Rari, so I hop so ooh. It's crazy how they watch a young nigga go move. It's crazy, worry about yourself, nigga, make a move. You steady watching all the winning niggas, you gon' lose. I don't gotta prove. You steady watching all the winning niggas, you gon' lose. I don't never lose.
Yeah, ayy, ayy, yeah, you know the fuck going on. Yeah, ayy, you know the fuck going on. Bitch, you got me fucked up, talking all that shit, but get your bucks up, bucks up. My AR got jammed, you niggas locked up. Run up, chasing niggas down, you might get done up. Buns up, talking out your neck retarded. Bitch, you got me fucked up.